Your number 14 qualifier is out of Deer River, Minnesota. Racing for Artie Cat, Speedworks Fox, and the Fly Racing. On the 221 Artie Cat, Daniel Benham. The number 13 qualifier, racing for Doc and Artie Cat. Out of Christian Brothers Racing, also racing for AMG. He's on the 43 Artie Cat, Logan Christian. The number 12 qualifier, racing for Woody's Racing, sponsored by Artie Cat, Sunoco, and FXR. That is the Machine of Montana Jets. The number 11 qualifier, racing for Judnick Motorsports. His sponsors include Polaris Racing, Amsoil, Jack Links, and Klein. He's on the number 36 Polaris, his name, Corin Todd. The number 10 qualifier making his way through the LCQ, the winner of round 3. Racing for Amsoil, the U.S. Air Force, Klein, and Milwaukee Tools, Lincoln Lemieux. The number 9 qualifier out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. Racing for Polaris, Pertec, Monster Energy, and FXR, Cody Cam. Your number 8 qualifier out of Sweden. Racing with Boss Racing, sponsored by Jimmy John's, Skidoo, and XBS Oils. On the 128 Skidoo, Aki Palaya. The number 7 qualifier, racing for Stud Boy Racing. His sponsors include Stud Boy, Artie Cat, and Fly. He's on the number 98 Artie Cat, qualifying 7th, Nick Patton. The number 6 qualifier out of Ironwood, Michigan, racing for Team Lavallee, sponsored by Polaris Racing, Red Bull, Walker Evans Racing Shocks, and FXR. On the 324 Polaris, qualifying 6th, Kyle Pauline. Your number 5 qualifier out of Älvsbyn, Sweden, racing for Henches Racing, sponsored by Polaris, Pertec, and FXR. His name, Peter Narsa. The number 4 qualifier out of Piteå, Sweden, racing for Artie Cat, Bubba Burgers, FXR, and Sunoco Racing Fuels. From Woody's Racing, Johan Liedman. The number 3 qualifier is out of Warner Racing, racing for Makita, NSK Bearings, GMC Trucks, and Rockstar Energy Drink. Number 3 qualifier, the number 11 Skidoo, Tim Tremblay. Your number 2 qualifier is out of Lima, Sweden. He races for Warner Racing. His sponsors include Makita, Rockstar, Skidoo, and GMC Trucks, Adam Renheim. And your number 1 qualifier, racing for Boss Racing, out of Oppdal, Norway. For Skidoo, Jimmy John's, XBS Oil, and FXR, the number 1 qualifier, his name, Elias Ischel. That is your field of 15. Coming up next, 17 laps, we will have the Pro Final. You'll see it all next, right here on the CBS Sports Network.
The future waits for no one, so we refuse to wait for it. We're not just pilots and engineers. We are pioneers. Today, battles are waged in nanoseconds, and planes are piloted from the other side of the world. We turn night into day and fly missions in space. The future's not coming. It's already here. This is the future. Join us and be the future.
Introducing the 2019 Ski-Doo Trail and Crossover Sleds. With unparalleled power, agility, and precision, get ready to experience that Ski-Doo feeling on every wide-open straightaway and tight corner.
If you love the trails and live to ride, Arctic Cat's new IAC suspension on select ZR models helps you put tracks down like no one else can. Set your suspension on the fly, then send it. Are you ready to thrive in the wide world of Arctic Cat?
Pertec is the worldwide leader of industrial hose replacement. Pertec products are tested in the toughest conditions and provides unmatched services across all industries. Discover how Pertec's 1 hour ETA can save your company big money and get your machines up and running. Visit our store for custom hoses or call for on-site emergency service 24/7 to minimize equipment downtime. Go to PertecUSA.com to learn more. Pertec, we'll keep you operating. And welcome back. We're about to go green with round 4 of Amsoil Championship Snocross, powered by Ram from Snow King Mountain in Jackson, Wyoming. The Jackson Hole Snowcross National presented by Woody's Racing, and the pros are about to go green. Let's go down to Josie Christian.
Thanks, guys. 15 sleds are right behind me, and they're about to go up the start line. After talking to Copley today, he says you need to get out front right away. It's super important because you get so tight in there and you don't want all that roost, and especially with this elevation, it's hard to gain that speed.
So true. The starting line means so much at every racetrack, but with that dog leg, and especially if you're starting to the inside, Mike, you got to have the whole shot.
You do, and we see them here as they're panning across that front row. Everybody's lining up. There's Tremblay. Tremblay is the number 3 qualifier. Renheim next to him. Tremblay not too bad, but really, and we talked about Lincoln Lemieux. Lemieux right there on the inside decided to go to the front row.
Yeah.
So he weighed his options, decided to make that move. And again, I can't say enough how he has not qualified well. This is the same scenario that we've seen in round 2 in Duluth, where he qualified 10th, he moved to the front row, and he went on to win. And you know what? They've had great hole shots all year long. The other thing is that when we talk about Duluth, I think that the first turn off the starting line in Duluth was much tougher than what it is here. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see.
Well, here's the thing, Mike. Cody Cam had the first choice, am I right? He was the 9th qualifier.
Cody Cam would have had the first choice, correct?
He chose the very inside line. You know what that tells me? He thinks he's going to pull the whole shot right here.
Yeah, and you know, it'll be fun to see how he does here. Had a tough start last night. Furthest out, and it is Elias Ischel who's going to take the stud boy hole shot.
Wow.
And, you know, we talked about both of these sleds out of Boss Racing. Both Elias and Palaia have been running well all night long.
Elias Ischel came into round 4, the points leader. Nobody on that racetrack wanted to see what they see right now except for Elias Ischel, and that's him on point. He's hard to get around, Mike.
Watch him as they come through here. Look at him. He's just crouching down like a drag racer. He's on a mission.
Up the hill goes the freaky fast sled from Jimmy John's. Elias Ischel's your leader. Johan Liedman in 2nd. Aki Palaia in 3rd. Lincoln Lemieux 4th. And Peter Narsa in 5th.
You just said it right there in fourth place. Lincoln Lemieux, here he comes down the racetrack right now, trying to take a run on Johan Liedman.
And that's for second place, I believe, Mike. It is. So Lincoln Lemieux already up to second spot as he does take the spot for the second.
This guy has an uncanny way of qualifying poorly. Looks over his shoulder as he made a little contact with Liedman in the corner, but worked by and is now in second place. I said early on, watch him. If he gets in that front row, he's got to take and have a run at the win here.
What you're seeing on the racetrack right now is what we saw in the points coming into round 4. Your leader is Elias Ischel. He was your points leader. Lincoln Lemieux is in second. He was in second coming into this race. It all comes down to these laps.
But let's take a watch and look here too. Cody Cam, oh man, he had it sideways. Cam coming off of a tough injury last night. You know, he at the start here, he got together with a couple of sleds, and then Logan Christian hit him. And, you know, he's very sore. But watching him now, sitting in fourth place, that's going to be a driver and a sled to keep an eye on.
And he's
also
inside, and he's headed down the hill. That is third and fourth right there. Johan Liedman and the aforementioned Cody Cam on the 53. Cam, big air on the inside. Did he take the spot right there? We're about to find out.
Yeah, Johan on the outside, just not driving, you know, out of that corner with as much speed as what Cody is. I think Cody had to grab a handful of brake not to run into him.
And you see him as they head up the hill. And right there at the top of the screen was Lincoln Lemieux. That's second. But the battle's for third right there. The 52 of Johan Liedman. Right behind him, the 53 of Cody Cam. They head down the hill towards that Air Force flyaway. For the moment, Liedman has got it.
Watch him as they take it, come down here. Liedman not quite as aggressive. Oh, and Cam goes huge.
That's where he makes up the spot right there. But Cam loose again, and he loses more momentum into that turn.
So we talked about this racetrack being very fast, that people are taking chances that they typically wouldn't take. Cody Cam's not like that. Cody will extend it. He will air it out, and there you seen it right there. Just had an issue on the bottom part of the hill.
The question as we watch the battle for third, how bad was the injury in round 3? Will it wear on Cody Cam as this race gets longer and longer? Right now he's in fourth, trying to reel in a podium spot and the points for third. But you see right behind him, that's Aki Pelea. He wants that spot back.
Boy, Cam again kind of landing ragged on the bottom part of the track down there in that Sunoco turn. It is a corner that he just a little rough in, but boy, when he's on the uphill and the downhill, he's charging hard.
So it's Elias Ischel, Lincoln Lemieux, and then the battle right there is for third. And here comes Cam again. Johan Liedman sits in third, holding off Cody Cam, which is no easy feat, and he's done it for a number of laps.
There you see him come down. Let's watch Cody again as he just doubles. Here's the triple that he takes. This time more towards the middle of the track, trying to be able to run down Johan maybe this time.
Man, Cam got into him a little bit there, a little bit of a love nudge. Meanwhile, back up front, there's Elias Ischel. A 2.5-second lead over Lincoln Lemieux. Now, I've been watching this a little bit, Mike. On the telemetry there, Elias lost about a half second on that lap.
I was just going to say that Lincoln was down a little over 3 seconds. Now it's 2.5 seconds.
And now they're back to the third, and look at this again. For a moment, Cam had the spot. Now Liedman's got it back. Here comes Cam. And we are hearing that our second place rider, Lincoln Lemieux, is off his sled. We're watching the battle for third. We'll check on that in a minute. Whoa, did you see that? Cam taking it, and now Liedman takes it back.
And
What a
that's
battle.
the corner that we talked about, that Cody, when he comes in there, he's just finding a rough exit to get to the uphill.
And now that's the battle for second, and Cam has it because Lemieux did go off his sled. We'll report on that more momentarily. But it's now Elias Ischel and Cody Cam in second, then Johan Liedman in third, and coming up in fourth right now, I believe Adam Renheim.
Adam Renheim and Tremblay's right behind him.
Again, that is your battle for second, third, and fourth on your screen, with Tim Tremblay right there in fifth, also wanting a part of this as we have 9 laps to go.
And it looked like Renheim may have position on Johan that time to move into third. Nope, wasn't able to do it.
So again, your battle now is for 3 and 4. Johan Liedman on the 52. The 311 is Adam Renheim. They drag race up the top of the hill. Renheim with position this time. And here comes Tremblay as well.
Yep, they're both going to try to gang up on him
Renheim's
and
got
get
it.
around. He did.
So Renheim now takes over that last spot on the podium of third, and Tremblay moves into fourth.
But
The
guys,
teammates.
watch Tremblay work the inside. He kind of countered back to the outside. He's going to try set up Renheim here. He's going to try to get back down underneath him.
The two Makita sleds, they're identical, but the racers themselves very different. Tremblay is going to try to get aggressive on Renheim as they head up the hill. He's got 7 laps to take one more spot. So it's Ishul, it's Cam, it's Renheim, and Tremblay.
If they go on the uphill, Cam's still sitting in third. There's Cam's sled right there. He's about 7 seconds out of the lead.
Wow, look at Renheim, and now here comes Tremblay, and there's Cam. Cam in danger of losing that spot. To the outside, looks Renheim. To the inside of him, looks Tremblay. The snow is being thrown in the face of Renheim and Tremblay as well. Oh, there he goes. Tremblay to the inside of Cam.
Well, he's got both the Warner sleds working on him, and now look at this. Renheim able to get around him. We'll see if Cody can try counter, and Tremblay going, well, he sees that maybe Cody Cam may be ready to be passed, so he's trying to line up too, that both of the Warner sleds go to the outside, and now Cody Cam going to the outside.
So there it went. Renheim into second with Cam now into third, and Tremblay wants it, but Cam looks to the inside as Renheim gets a little loose on the outside. And Cam had the spot again for a second, but loses it once again. So now we've got Renheim, we've got Cam, and we've got Tremblay. Renheim into second right there. The red sled is Cam, and he tries to get that second spot back as they head up the hill.
He is digging, boy. Here he goes inside.
Inside goes Cam. They drag race out of the turn. Through the Air Force flyaway. Renheim on the gas. Cam to the inside. Can he take the spot as they head for the triples? Big air for both sleds, and Renheim on the outside might lose it for a second. Cam looks at the extreme inside. Can he park him here? They bump a bit. Here comes Tremblay. Tremblay takes the spot for a second, but Cam gets it right back as Renheim goes into second. And now Cam to the outside up the hill, Mike.
Tremblay going to try to make a run underneath here. Cam, probably not in the best position here. Stays outside, but you see both the Warner sleds. There's one, and Tremblay able to get around Cam now. So you've got both the Warner sleds on the podium.
It's Ishul by about 7 seconds in front of that battle right there. The teammates have found each other. We've got a yellow flag in that turn. We'll have to slow down a bit and find out what's going on. Not sure who that racer is who's down, but we'll look at this battle once again. Their teammates, it's Renheim and Cam battling for second as we now have 3 laps left in this race.
You talked about Ishul as we watch both the Warner sleds here out in front. That's all that Elias needs to do. Just make some good, solid runs. Don't push yourself now. You should be able to look at your pit board, see that you've got 6 seconds, but look at this. He lost another second to both of the Warner sleds that last lap.
He sure did, and for a second you saw him on the screen. It might be shorter than that now, Mike, as we head out of this turn and head for the Amsoil finish line again. Now we have 2 laps to go. Elias Ishul has led from the very beginning. He won both his qualifiers, but he's losing time right now as we're running out of laps, Mike.
Down to 3 seconds. Man, I'll tell you what. Now, this could have been because of lappers, but look at him look over his shoulder like, wow, what am I doing here? I've got to stay out front. Is he having issues? That's the big thing. We watch him as he's out front. These last lap and a half going to be pretty exciting.
He's your points leader. He's gone 1-1 as he races tonight, and he is looking at the Amsoil finish line, and the white flag will fly. And here we go. That's the checkers. And the win goes to Elias Ishul. Elias Ishul with the win here in Jackson Hole. Adam Renheim comes across in second, and Tim Tremblay comes across in third with Cody Cam in fourth. What a race and win for Elias Ishul. We'll take a break and come back and talk to your winner on the CBS Sports Network. So once again, Ishul, Renheim, Tremblay, then Cody Cam and Johan Liedman. That's how they finish here tonight. In round 4 of Amsoil Championship Snocross. A big win for Elias Ishul.
And that is the way they qualified too, Hawk.
Mike, we've had 4 races. 2 of them won by Elias Ishul, 2 of them won by Lincoln Lemieux. Wow. No idea what happened to Lemieux there. I know he ended up finishing 8th, but at one point he was a strong second place. Must have had an off someplace. That dropped him all the way back to 8th, and that's a lot of points for a guy who has just been on a rail in many of these finals. So we'll go down and talk to our winner in a moment, but I want to say thank you again to all of you great Snocross fans and teams who made your way to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Our next race, Canterbury Park in Shakopee, Minnesota, just after the first of the year. Check out our schedule online, snocross.com. We're all over social media. Of course, you can check us out on the CBS Sports Network. I want to say a huge thank you to our friends at Woody's Racing for inviting us out to their home track. And man, putting on a great show. Thanks to Snow King Mountain. What a fantastic place. It looks great with snow. Can't wait to see it someday in the summertime as well. The good people from Makita made their way out. The Bubba Burger people, thank you all. Ram Trucks. And thanks to Miracle Ear for the free earbuds as well.
I want to also congratulate Elias Ischel for the Traxxas Fast Lap of that race. Lap 2, he ran a 33.491. And Adam Renheim takes the Fox Best Performer Award for making the most pass. So congratulations to those two drivers for that.
Nobody on that racetrack wanted to see what they see right now except for Elias Ischel, and that's him on point. He's hard to get around, Mike. And here we go. That's the checkers, and the win goes to Elias Ischel. Elias Ischel with the win here in Jackson Hole.
Elias Ischel, a well-deserved win. You were the #1 qualifier, had the fastest lap, and rode your own race out there. Kind of talk me through that and the mentality you had, especially with the pressure behind you.
I just try to go out there and have fun, and then I do my best, and it works good. The team work really hard, and they make it good for me. Team and Jills for the shocks and the whole team, and yeah, it just feels so good.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Woo! Big win for Elias Ischel. And I'll tell you what, Mike, I'll never forget when he was a pro light racer in Duluth and I saw him race for the first time. You said to yourself, there's something different about this kid, didn't you?
There is. There you see Gary Coral, the head of Boss Racing, and congratulations to Gary, Max, and all the folks at Boss Racing. Let's introduce to you the top three here, the way they finished in the pro final here in round 4. In third place, out of Quebec, Canada, again racing for Warner Racing. Sponsored by Skidoo, Makita, NSK Bearings, GMC Trucks, Enzo KYB Shocks, and also by Rockstar Energy Drink. On the number 11, Skidoo, Tim Tremblay.
The sound of
In second place, from Lima, Sweden, again from Warner Racing, Makita, Rockstar Energy Drink, Skidoo, NSK Bearings, and GMC. Also his sponsors. His name, Adam Renheim. And your winner from Opdal, Norway with Boss Racing, sponsored by Skidoo, Jimmy John's, XPS Oil, and FXR, Elias Ischel. Let's go down to Josie Christian one last time.
Thanks, guys. Third place, Tim Tremblay. What a race. You had to charge hard for this third place position. What was it like out there?
Yeah, you know, another one. I had a front row start, but I kind of jumped the start just a little bit, so I had to let off and let everybody go. But, you know, I worked hard and never gave up, and I was able to go back to till third place. And I couldn't do it without my team. Makita Rockstar, Skidoo, NSK, KYB Shocks, I want to thank my family too back home, my 2 little girls and my girlfriend, my dad, my mom, my stepmom, just everyone. I mean, it's been a good season so far, but I want more for sure.
Well, congratulations. Over in second place, Adam Renheim. What a race for you. Didn't get off with the best start, but you caught up and you got into the second place position. So what was it like with those lines, especially not being out front?
No, it was a decent start, and the riding was really good today. But midway, I broke off my throttle, so it didn't help. That I can assure you that. So, but it was good. I'm so happy with the sled and the riding. Soon we will get up there. It's just a matter of time. So I'm really happy with the second place today. Elias was riding really good up front. So yeah.
And who would you like to thank tonight?
Now, first of all, my family, mom and dad, my both sisters at home, my mechanic Daniel at home, and then of course the team here, Cody, Andrew and Joe for the help inside the trailer and what they help me with, like lines and sled and everything. It's working out really good. So, and then of course all our sponsors, Makita, Rockstar Skido, GMC, NSK, and all of them.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
On
you.
top of the podium, Elias Ushel, what a race you had out there. What a day you had. What gave you the edge tonight?
My mom had birthday today, so I said I was gonna race for her, and I felt that I did a job there. So, happy birthday to my mom, and
Some good motivation.
yeah, for sure. I just want to thank my whole team, Boss Racing. They do just an awesome job. Jesse, Gary, Dave, Jamie, just everyone, Team and Jules with KIB, and all those up here is Skidoo, so thank to them, they do a really good job. And Jim Jones, XPS, Kid, Skidoo, FXR, Hayes Brakes, Stud Boy, just thanks to everyone. And og jeg vil si tusen takk til alle dere som følger meg frem. Dritartig at dere følger meg. Tusen takk. Thank you.
Well, congratulations. All 3 Skidoos up here for your pro final.
It's been quite an early season for Skidoo, has it not?
Well, let me go one step further. There's been 9 podium numbers here, and 7 of those have been Skidoos. So, man, I tell you what, they are just on a rail.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. Elias Ishwell, your points leader, gets a big win tonight. Lincoln Lemieux had some issues, finishes 8th. It'll certainly shake up the points as we head to Canterbury.
It sure will. And Canterbury is always a fun race. It's a big racetrack. It's a demanding racetrack. It's a lot of fun. And, you know, for those of you that are back in the Midwest, we invite you to stop by. If not, we sure hope you can join us on the stream.
No doubt about it. Well, for Joseph Christian, Mike Schroeder, and a cast of thousands that bring you Amsoil Championship Snocross powered by Ram, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah and happy holidays.
Merry Christmas to you, Hon.
Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you all for supporting Amsoil Championship Snocross powered by Ram. Be careful, take care of each other, God bless. We'll talk to you again soon.